Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. Today I would like to share information about our starter kit special. Right now until March 31st, 2020, you can get a starter kit for $99, as you always can. That's not the special part. But you can get lots of extra freebies in your starter kit, including a free stamp set. So because yesterday's video where I showed how to cut out the stamps from this Welcome Easter set was so popular, I just decided to put together a starter kit where you can get this stamp set for free and things that will go with it. And I'm also going to explain the extra things besides the free stamp set that Stampin' Up! Is giving away right now during Sale-A-Bration. And then not only that, whenever there's a starter kit promotion, I like to show you what to actually do with your starter kit. So what you can look forward to, no matter if you are already a demonstrator or you don't know anything about Stampin' Up!, is you can look forward to learning how to make 4 treats. Okay, I already cut out the bunnies, so we're not actually using the scan and cut in this video. I'm assuming that you can get this far based on my last video. Okay, you're going to get, if you've got this far, you know how to cut out a bunny with your scan and cut. Or even if you just want this stamp set and you plan on cutting out this bunny with scissors, I'm going to show you how to make 4 treats. Okay, 4 things with the starter kit materials that you're going to get. All right, so here's how it works. I'm going to explain the bonuses first because my table is so full, and then I'm going to explain the starter kit I put together. Now you can put together anything you want in your starter kit. This is just an example to make your life easier. I found things that add up to the amount that you can put in your starter kit. All right, so during Sale-A-Bration, which we're almost over now, it's like the end of March, you just have a few weeks left, you can join Stampin' Up! For $99. And you get to pick out $125 worth of whatever you want. Okay, whatever you want from any of our catalogs. In addition, I got to show you the free things that you're going to get from Stampin' Up! And then I'm going to go through my sample starter kit. Just during Sale-A-Bration, they are giving you, not me, this is not like the Papered Chef Kimberly Smith. Stampin' Up! Is going to send you in your starter kit 48 sheets of Designer Series paper. Okay, it's called a Designer Series paper sampler. Now normally our Designer Series paper is 12 by 12, but in this sampler they've cut them down to 6 by 6. So you're going to get these, what I'm showing you. This is the exact sampler you're going to get. So this is what I'm showing you now is called the Painted Poppy Suite. And now I'm showing you the Lily Impressions. This is Lily Impressions Designer Series paper, a Sale-A-Bration item. Okay, and the first one, the Painted Poppies, is in our mini catalog. Okay, so you're getting all this for free. This is the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. Now they didn't have to cut these down to 6 by 6 because these were already 6 by 6. And more of the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. And now I'm showing you the Tropical Oasis Designer Series paper. Yes, this is all part of your sampler. You've seen me use this on my channel. The Tropical Oasis Designer Series paper. Okay, so free, free, free. Who doesn't like free? So now you get the Birthday Bonanza Designer Series paper. Now I actually had to pay for this. I didn't get this for free because I've already been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Only new demonstrators get this 48 sheets for free. This is called the sampler, and you can't even buy it anymore. I was only able to buy it during the pre-order. It's something that the sampler only comes with new starter kits. So did I tell you Birthday Bonanza? I did. Now this one is called Country Club. This last one is called Country Club. It's very masculine. It has like a golfing theme. Now all the paper is double-sided, by the way. I'm just showing you both sides. So you get all of these 48 sheets. Okay? So that's the first thing you get for free from Stampin' Up! Okay, now then the next thing you're going to get for free is a mini paper trimmer. Super cute for taking on the road. And I'm not using this one today. I'm going to be using my long one because I'm explaining how you get the long one too as part of my sample starter kit. So this is super adorable. And of course your little 6 by 6 papers fit right in there. You don't put that many in at once, but you can cut a few at once. And it's a nice little trimmer. Okay, so that is also a freebie. So it's just nice portable trimmer in a nice box. Okay, so that's called the mini trimmer. But you know, when you're a crafter and you're just new to Stampin' Up, I'm going to recommend the big trimmer, and that's what I put in the starter kit. I always try to recommend that as one of the items. Now you get a free paper pumpkin kit. Now you're not going to get this one, so I'm not opening it. Because if I open it, you're going to say, Paper Chef, you told me I get this and you didn't, I didn't get the one you showed me. You're getting a past paper pumpkin kit, okay? One of the benefits of being a demonstrator, one of the many benefits, and I'll explain, as I'm crafting later, is that you get a discount on your paper pumpkin subscription as well. Okay, so this one is just an old kit I have. I'm not even opening the box. You get a past paper pumpkin kit as part of your starter kit. So these are all freebies from Stampin' Up. So we've talked about this freebie. So we got the 48 pieces of designer stitch paper, the mini paper trimmer, a past paper pumpkin kit. You get a case of catalogs, a case of annual catalogs. Okay, so then you can use these if you want to market, even if you just don't, if you want to be a hobby demonstrator and you don't want to market your business, then you still, who doesn't love this? And you can share them with your crafty friends. Okay, and maybe they'll want to join your team as well, but maybe you just want to do it for fun, but you still put your information on the back. And this is my information, so I put that on the back of all my catalogs. You're going to get a case of these. So that would normally cost you as a demonstrator, as a customer, each customer has to pay $5 for these, on the website. But as a demonstrator, you can get a case for $16. So they're giving you a whole case, like 8 of these because we do have to pay for our catalogs. You're getting 8 of these catalogs, a case of those. You're going to get these. It depends on when you join, but I'm pretty sure they give you the second and the first release Sale-A-Bration brochures. But don't quote me on that because I haven't joined in a while. I've been at this for years. You get this case of catalogs. I know you're going to get this one because this one's good until May. This is called our January it says May. Wait, why does it say May? It's really till June. It's the mini catalog. You're going to get a case of these. A case meaning a pack of these, 8 of these. No, I already forget when it's good till. Okay, June 2nd. That's why. June 2nd. So whenever you join, you're going to get the current catalogs. Okay, so that's all the free stuff you're getting from Stampin' Up, plus a stamp set of your choice. Now, as I start talking about my starter kit sample, you don't have to do my starter kit sample. I've created one. You're allowed to pick out $125 worth of items. So I've created a starter kit for you that will come up. It comes up to $124.75. It'll be in the description of this video. You don't have to pick this $20 stamp set as your free stamp set from Stampin' Up. You can pick one of the more expensive stamp sets. Okay, so if you want to be a savvy shopper, before I show you my list, I'm just going to explain that you can pick whatever you want for your starter kit. So to be a really savvy shopper, you don't have to pick my $20 free stamp set. You can pick one of these ones. There's a 2-part stamp set, right? It's called Well Said. And Well Said is a $45 stamp set. So you don't have to pick the $20 stamp set I suggest for free. Pick this one. It's a $45 stamp set. Pick the Rooted in Nature. It's a $42 stamp set. So you can be savvy and pick whatever stamp set you want as your free stamp set. You can pick Itty Bitty Greetings. It's a $36 stamp set. So you can pick a 2-part stamp set. You can pick whatever you want, but my suggested kit is this. I'm going to put this down to show you for a second. I've come up with a spreadsheet, and I came up with a suggested starter kit. And I wanted you to have everything you need to make Easter treats. Okay, so that's what I came up with. And I came up with the Welcome Easter stamp set. It's free. You pick that as your free stamp set. And then everything else I'm showing you is going to come up to $124.75. I'm just keeping it there to kind of as my reference, but it'll be in the description. Okay, so here we go. Free. You get that for free. You're going to get Whisper White cardstock. Now, this is just one of the items you're going to put in your starter kit. Why? Because just please trust me on this. This cardstock is awesome. It has great ink absorption. When people talk about their scan and cut, oh, I don't get the same results as you. My images aren't cutting out. My stamped images don't look like yours. Well, you're not using the right kind of cardstock. This is good. Even when I used the other Stampin' Up cardstock before I became a demonstrator, and I kept trying to buy the cheap white cardstock at the store thinking it was cheaper at the craft store, I tried this Whisper White cardstock and I was converted because it really has good ink absorption. All right, so Whisper White, you get it. And this is the thin one, meaning the thin Whisper White cardstock, it does, when you use the alcohol markers, which I'm going to show you, they do bleed through. But that's okay because you're going to be layering them up and putting them on cards. We do have thick Whisper White cardstock as well. That's card quality. But this is the thin one. This is not for cards. This is for matting and layering. Okay, so you're going to get Whisper White cardstock in your starter kit. You are going to also get a Tuxedo Memento Black ink. You have to have this. This is just like the staples. You have to have this ink. Okay, really good ink. Doesn't stain your stamps. It's good ink. You need a stamping block, so I'm suggesting stamping block D in your starter kit. So what does that mean? You're going to take out your little bunny. You're going to put him on there. And he'll fit on there. Every stamp in this stamp set will fit on stamping block D. Okay? So you need that for your starter kit, stamping block D. I mean, later on you can get more stamping blocks. You need Please This Punch Designer Series paper. Okay, you need the Please This Punch, and I'm almost out of it myself. So I have, these are my little pieces we're making samples with. So Please This Punch is part of your starter kit sample. Okay, so it has coordinating colors of Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Whisper White. With all those coordinating colors, you absolutely cannot go wrong. Okay, so we're going to use these to make treats today. That's all I have left, but I did, of course I ordered more. So you want Please This Punch Designer Series paper. Now you want some coordinating blends. I'm going to show you how to use these alcohol blends, and you want the light and the dark of each. So I just picked these because we're going to color in a couple bunnies. So I picked these ones. I picked Highland Heather for you in the starter kit. Highland Heather, and I picked Balmy Blue. That's all. You can get others later. In fact, you're going to get a discount later. So I'm just moving them to like that. You got the thin end. You got light, dark, light, dark. You get them in pairs. So Highland Heather, Balmy Blue. You got the thin end and you got the thick end of your, and I'll show you that when we color with them. You need craft pillow boxes. You need craft pillow boxes. That's these here. That's part of your starter kit, and we're going to decorate those. Super, super easy. Okay, I'm just going to cut those open. I kind of always have these and mini pizza boxes in my stash. This wasn't even in my video yesterday because I just opened these. I'm just opening them now. So you get 10 of these in a pack. Okay, so we're going to take one of these and we're going to decorate with it. Okay, pillow boxes, and you need a clear block. I already talked about that. You need tear and tape adhesive. I'm just telling you all the things you need to get started as a demonstrator. Whether you want to demonstrate as far as having parties or whether you want to just get started on Stampin' Up! Yourself, this is kind of an essential. So tear and tape adhesive, the reason I like it is because it's like I do have a lot of rolling adhesive and I bring these big long rolling ones with me, but this one is like portable and I tear off a piece as I need it. Okay, so it's double-sided adhesive. I tear it off as I need it and it's portable. I take it on the road. Craft in my car, craft when you're in a traffic jam and all that stuff. You need dimensionals. You need Stampin' Dimensionals. That's the foam adhesive. And here's they come in a few sheets in a pack. I forget how many, but you need a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals. These are the big ones. We also sell mini dimensionals. Mini dimensionals. All right, now for the big tools, we're still not up to 125 yet. Now you're not paying 125. You're only paying $99 for a starter kit. Okay, that's all you pay because you get all the stuff for $99. So we have Stampin' Dimensionals. I picked something out of clearance item just to make it. I picked some sweet pins and tags out of the clearance because I wanted to make sure that this went up to $124.75. So I just picked these cute little tags. You can use these for your treats or just to have them. These were only $2 on clearance and they come with little pins. Okay. And now for the bigger tools, and then we'll just start using them. Let me make some room here. So for the bigger tools, I think that everybody who joins Stampin' Up! As a hobby demonstrator or as a demonstrator has to have a paper trimmer. This paper trimmer, it has, you're going to get the free small paper trimmer, but you need a big paper trimmer, let's face it, because most of our paper is 12 by 12. Okay, it has an arm that extends out. I've done videos on this trimmer before. I need to put something colorful in my video so it's not so washed out. Let's put something over there. Okay, you need a paper trimmer. It has a scoring tool on it. Okay, it has a cutting and scoring. But right now I've been doing so much cutting because recently I had a designer series paper share, so I took off the scoring tool. So really, this next tool you're not going to have, but I just recommend it to everybody. You can score with your paper trimmer. Okay, you don't need a special scoring board, but this Simply Scored is pretty amazing, and we're going to use it. So I think everybody needs it. That's my opinion. And why not get it as part of your starter kit, right? This is what it looks like. It's called Boy, lots of dust on mine. Okay, it's called Simply Scored. The reason I love it, I know my camera's pretty close in here because of the crafting, but what I love about it are these little markers. When I'm doing a lot of scoring and cutting, I can mark off the parts that I'm going to be using a lot. Like for instance today, 4 1/8, 4 3/8. So I can mark these two little nibs or these little notches off and know that those are I won't forget where I have to score. Okay, so that's just ideas for you. I mean, that's why I love this, because I can sit there and mindlessly make lots of treats. Okay, all of that added up to $124.75, but you only pay $99 for a starter kit. You get all those things I'm showing you, and you get free shipping. So let's start using your starter kit. Let's make some treats. Okay, we're going to make, we're going to get the trimmer out. We're going to get your big trimmer, although your little portable trimmer is super adorable as well. And we are going to get a piece of designer series paper, and we're going to cut it 2.75 inches. Let's show you that. Okay, 2.75. And what we're making right now is we're going to make a Matchbook tea bag holder, or it could be for Ghirardelli chocolate. Okay, I will have the measurements inside of the description of this video. So we have 2.75 wide, and we are going to go 7.25 in length. So 7.25 by 2.75. So let me grab some of these to show you. This is what I'm showing you how to make. Okay, just so you know, with your starter kit. See, I made it that wide. So it's going to fold around. Okay, I'm just showing you how to make one of these. We're not going to go through every single step, but we're going to go through the coloring step and like the folding step, that kind of thing. So here we have, now we're going to take out our Simply Scored. Because I told you I'd show you how to make 4 treats, so I'm not going to show you like every minutia and every detail, but I'm going to show you, I don't want any mystery of what to do with all these things when they come in your starter kit. Like, what do I do with all these things that I just got? All right, so what are you going to do with them? You're going to score. So it depends on how you want to fold this over. Now this is, say I want to fold these, so if I want these little tulips to be folded, if I want this to be like that, my tulips are going to be upside down. If I want that to be the outside. So I'm going to have to flip it like this. So watch. So when I fold it, it's going to have to be, see, now my tulip will be right side up. So just keep that in mind when you do your scoring, how you want your pattern to go. Okay, so I want my tulip to be facing up. So I'm going to lay this down on my scoreboard, and your measurements are, now you're going to know why you need the Simply Scored. It's just so awesome. So you're going to do 0.75 inches, 0.75. Then you're going to go 4 1/8, 4 1/8, and 4 3/8. That's what those little markers are for. I think the thing comes with 3 markers. I'm not sure if I lost one or there's still one taped under there. Okay, and then you're going to fold this little matchbook holder. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that's not in your starter kit. You just need a little mini stapler. I'll have links to other things you need, or just descriptions of other things you need. You need a little stapler to staple down there. And voila, you have a matchbook holder. Okay, I used some twine from a kit called let me show you, let me focus that, make sure. It was called Seriously the Best Project Kit, and it comes with some little twine inside, like that, and so that's how I tied the little knot, and then you can put things inside there. So let's show you. I'm going to show you some other examples. This was in my video yesterday. Super, super popular video on this free stamp set you're going to get in your starter kit. Here are all the little things you can do with it. I cut out the Happy Easter shape. I cut out this little shape using the Brother Scan and Cut. That was just one of the little oval shapes that was built into the machine. And there you have it. Okay, and let's find some Ghirardelli chocolate to put inside. I just carried those in. Let me reach. So here's what you can do. So you can put, so you have this little holder, super cute, and you can put a Ghirardelli inside like that, and you're going to use your dimensional You're going to use a dimensional behind it to hold it there, or a piece of tear and tape. But you have to kind of secure it in there. So we'll use a little piece of tear and tape behind there. Okay, so you want to hide that behind your chocolate because you don't want your chocolate to fall out. This is just a way, I mean, sure, you could plop a chocolate down on a coworker's desk, right? Let me make sure I'm not too washed out here. Let me turn the light away a little bit too much light. Okay, so when you have, a coworker and you're trying to give them a piece of chocolate, it's cute to give out chocolates, put them on people's desk. However, it's all in the presentation, right? Give them a chocolate wrapped like this, and then they're going to be like, woohoo, how cool is that? And then you put your little bunny on the front. Okay, so I have shown you how to use your paper trimmer and your Simply Scored, which came in your starter kit. The example starter kit. Again, you can put whatever you want in your starter kit. And of course, you could layer up your bunny like that. And you could give him some dimension. You can color in your bunny because you got a few coloring blends in your starter kit. So let's do that. And let's make some more treats as well. All right, so I showed you how to make the Matchbook Ghirardelli. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side. Now, we're just going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about we'll talk about this little craft one, and we're going to just decorate a little band, but we'll start to color as we do that. So you have your coloring blends that came in your kit, your starter kit. And you can blend dark and light colors. You could start in the dark and the outside. But for these bunnies, I thought it was just a lot simpler just to take parts and color some parts dark and some parts light. So this is how I did my bunnies. I colored in the little feet in the dark, the little chest, dark, the middle of the ears, dark, and I'm just using the dark thick side. You could use the dark thin side. These are fine areas. And another little foot. And that's how I colored in my bunny. And then I put balmy blue, the light balmy blue, all around. These blends are a dream to work with. They're so easy to color with. Super, super easy. So these are just a couple colors I picked for your starter kit, just to make your life simple. Because if you want to, if you're like into the scan and cut, you already can get this far. You already can cut out your stamped images. But maybe you're like, well, what do I do with these blends? What do I do with all the stuff I got? This is what you do with it. Super, super simple. Now, you could also sponge color these. You could do a lot of other things. Of course, they need a little pink nose, so use your little color pencils or a different marker to give your little bunny a pink nose. Or since you got your Highland Heather blend, you could actually give him a little purple nose. Okay, so that's how I chose to do it, but you could also blend where if you wanted to blend a different way, you could start with the dark on the outside and blend dark on the outside, light on the inside. But I didn't do that for any of my bunnies. I'm just going to let you stare at a bunny that I made in Highland Heather the same way, which I also used some Wink Estella on, and a drawing tool. All right, so let's make another treat. All right, we're going to take our trimmer. We're going to take a piece of our designer series paper called Pleased as Punched. Now, normally I say to just go a couple inches for the band for your craft box. However, I don't really want to cut off these hearts. So I'm going to go for like where the hearts are. So it will be longer than 2 inches. So you can either do a 2-inch band, or in this case, I just want to make a band. I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller that contains these hearts. And I like the little heart border. So I'm going to trim it just a little bit more. Okay, so I like that. So here's how to decorate your little craft mini pizza box. I mean, not mini pizza box, your little craft box. And we don't really need 12 inches. We just need like 10 inches. But I'm just going to kind of start you off with, something simple. Nope, I like this side. I like the hearts. So we're going to just go. So first pop your craft box together. And you're going to, these pop down like that. Super, super simple. And then I would say that would be the top then. That would be the top of your box. Okay, now I pop your box together and then make your band. And then here, just put your hearts like that, wherever you want them to be centered. Fold that around. And I'll make it, like I said, I make it about 10 inches, but, so we're gonna trim it off a little bit. So what I like to do, I like to trim off both sides. I like to just fold it. I don't like to use, this is personally, okay? I personally, when I wrap these little boxes, I like to do it without using the scoring tool. I just like to wrap it around and feel how it looks. In other words, I'm not going to put harsh score lines there. I'm just wrapping it like that. Okay? That one's a little too long. This one's good. This one I can cut off a little bit more. And that's it. So now I'm just, all you're going to do is wrap it. And again, you only need really 2 inches. You don't need such, I mean, you don't need it so wide, but I was just going for it with the heart, with the please just punch. But you don't need it so wide. This will make a good wedding favor. Okay, and I'm just putting a little piece of tear and tape adhesive on it, on the band there, peeling that off. All part of your starter kit. And like I said, I just wrap it around. It doesn't get easier than that. All right, so what do you put inside? People ask me all the time, and you can measure that more precisely. Like I said, it really takes a 10-inch piece to go around. I do 10 by 2 is what I normally do. This one just happens to be a lot wider because I wanted those bands of hearts. Okay, your bunny would look cute on there too, but you don't even need anything on this one. I mean, you can just put Sweet Friend on it from the stamp set. I was going to do that. I was going to stamp Sweet Friend, but I forgot to stamp it. So we already have the piece of paper. So anyway, I would then put a piece of twine, and I want to show you what to put inside it. So I'd put a piece of twine around the outside and tie a cute little bow. But I thought right now, with all the stuff going on with the coronavirus and everybody's going all crazy about the, the hand sanitizer. Oops, that one opened up. I thought that would be a perfect thing to put inside of your little mini craft boxes. So you stick a little hand sanitizer in there. I like to put it in a bag first because I'm shipping everything, and I don't want it to leak all over. So I'm sticking that in a bag. Sticking it in there. See? So that's what I put in mine, hand sanitizer. Okay, so this is all, that's the second treat. And you could also put treats inside. The third treat, let's take another piece of Please This Punch designer series paper. Let's use the umbrella side. Okay, we're going to do, now we're going to cut a 2 inches. Oh no, I'm sorry, 2.25. This will all be in the description. Still playing with all your little starter kit items. And then I'm going to do 10 by 10 inches. Again, sorry I don't have a lot of space on my table. It's kind of hard to show you everything at the best angle, but doing the best I can, crafty friends. I'm going to do it by 5, but I always go 10 first. Then I make 2 at once. So now I'm going to make 2 at once. So we have 5 inches. Okay, so these are 2.25 by 5 inches. That's what these are. We've used our paper trimmer. We're now getting our Simply Scored, and we are scoring these at 2.5. 2.5. You can score 2 of them at once. And you're going to fold them. And now you have a little topper for your candy. And again, use that tear and tape adhesive, or you can use rolling adhesive of any kind you have. But this came in your starter kit, right? I put 2 rows of it on there, at least 2, maybe more. I mean, maybe even 3 rows. You definitely need another little piece right in the front there, and maybe a little piece at the other end, because you want to seal your little treat real good. So once you get your little tear and tape adhesive on there, and of course you have little tools to help pull this off, maybe a little pokey tool of some kind, but I'm just using my hands, although I do have a tool called Take Your Pick. Okay, I mean, I have a lot of extra things because one of the benefits of being a demonstrator is getting a discount on items. You start out with a 20% discount. As you move up the chain, you get, 25% is the most you'll get off. So that's what I'm up to. I get 25% off. Yay! All right, so I'm going to use some candy corn, some Easter candy corns. These are by Brock's. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Brock's candy corns. They make the Halloween candy corns too. These are the Easter candy corns, the pastel candy corns. So I'm sticking that, so what we're doing is we're just doing a little treat where I stick it right up there where the candy corns sort of overlap. That way the topper stays on there really good. And then I shut my topper and I seal it. So in other words, I seal it so the topper seals on the side, and that way it stands up really rigid. And what do you do with that? You make such cute little things, and I'm going to show you a few examples. Okay, you just make cute little, you put your bunny on it. Where are my examples? Here's one I made yesterday, but it's not decorated yet. Here's some that are decorated. Here's those bunnies that you get in your starter kit, that Highland Heather bunny that we just colored. Did we use them on anything yet? No, we can put them like that on the topper. Okay, I showed you how to layer in yesterday's video. Cutting and layering stamped images. You can put them right on there. And that's what you do. That's how to make that topper. Okay, all with your starter kit. And there's one more sample. Okay, so you can put jelly beans in these. You can put jelly beans. You can put candy corn, and you can put them on wobble springs. So the things I did not show. So the things I showed you right now that were not part of the. This is not from Stampin' Up, the wobble spring. I'll have a link to that in the description. So you could put these little guys on wobble springs, your bunnies. And of course, these little hand sanitizers are not part of Stampin' Up. And either are these little treat bags. But I'll link to the things that aren't. But you've only spent so far $99, and you're getting all of these crafty things though, which is super, super cool. All right, so let's show you the last one. The last craft I'd like to show you is how to make this kind of craft. It's called a diaper fold. And again, you would use your paper trimmer, but I'm not going to use the paper trimmer because I already have 6-inch pieces. Okay, so let's just take, sometimes I like to use my scoring tool just because I just use it as sort of a platform because I like to push this up against the side. You'll see what I mean. So you have to get a 6 by 6 inch, and it doesn't matter. To do a diaper fold, you don't need a 6 by 6 inch piece, you just need a square. So always start out with a square when you're doing a diaper fold in crafting. You're starting out with a square piece of paper. All right, so here's what we're doing. Let's see. Nope, I'm going to use the flower one. I will use the flower one. And I'm going to make the flowers. It doesn't really matter what goes on the outside, but in this case, the flowers went on the outside, and then the stripes are on the inside. So you know what, I'll just do the opposite so you have something to look at. Now what I'm going to do is, for this one I'm going to take a spatula. Now this is not Stampin' Up, this is from Pampered Chef, like, you know, the cooking company. I always get mixed up with them on YouTube. You have to keep saying, no, I really mean Pampered Chef. Or you can use this one. This is from Cricut. It's already really dirty. So you need a little spatula, and if you don't have a spatula, you can use a bone folder, because Stampin' Up, we do have bone folders. But you need something to crease, to make your creases with really good. And the reason I like to use my Simply Scored tool is I like to be able to, you know, go right up against these corners and let it help me when I'm making my diaper folds. So I sit and watch TV, and I'll make like 20 of these in one night. Okay, and so to make a diaper fold, this is treat number 4. I told you I'd show you how to use your starter kit, right? So you just fold, you're making a triangle is all you're doing, and you're using your spatula to make the creases really good and really tight. Okay? So that's your diaper, in your first part of your diaper fold, you're making, actually what I'm doing the flowers on the outside. I thought I was doing this one on the outside, but that's okay. You could do it this way on the outside, you could do this one on the outside, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then we're going to, so this part of the diaper fold, I do them both at once. I'm going over like this and over like this. But before I press down and seal, see, it looks like a little diaper, right? Before I press on both sides and seal, like squeeze, I mean not seal, squeeze, I like to make sure these are really even. Even meaning this is straight across and that one's straight across. When the two are straight across from each other, before I even press really hard to seal them, I test it sort of by folding this top part down. And if that part folds down really good and sort of touches there, like at a nice line, then I know I have it all pretty well situated. So now I could do my little pinch. See, I'm pinching on the sides, and now I can use my little spatula to get it all creased really good. So that's how to do a diaper fold. That's as simple as that. But of course we're going to use in your starter kit, I said to get that tear and tape adhesive. This is why I sit and watch TV and I take this on the road. I can even make these while my husband's driving on a road trip. I'm opening it back up, and I use a little bit of extra adhesive just to put in there. So just like earlier when we made the little Matchbook Ghirardelli chocolate holder, you could have put a tea bag in there. Let's put that up a little higher. Oh, I should have put that up a little higher. That's okay. And then you could put a tea bag in there, and you could put a tea bag in here. You could put tea bag or chocolate in here. You could put either one. Okay. Sorry, so much light. I'm not sure about my light here. What's going on with my light? But anyway, there we go. And then I put one more piece of adhesive. And then we're going to use what's called like a Ghirardelli, chocolate egg. Okay, so there's how to make that treat. And of course, it looks cute in the front, looks cute in the back. So just like you could have put a Ghirardelli chocolate in here, or you could put a tea bag. Same goes for this. You could put, because you started out with a 6x6 inch paper, you could put one of these in there, a Ghirardelli chocolate egg, super cute, or you can put a tea bag in it. And you could have done the same for the other holder that I showed you how to make. So for this treat holder. Okay, so you have, the possibilities are endless. And I told you to get this Highland Heather as your starter kit. So again, just to decorate the little bunny, you put the chest, you put the little feet, darker. This is just an idea. You can blend a different way by making a dark line around the whole outside as well and blending in the lighter colors. But I'm just showing you that this is how I did my little cute bunnies, including the one for my niece, which I just letting you look at something here while I'm coloring. And then I'm going to take the light blends, and I'm going to just blend light. And of course, they look way better when they dry. When you use alcohol markers, that's like a harsh color differences. But if you get them while they're wet, the colors blend together and they're not so harsh. Or they're not like such stark differences. So as you can tell, I'm sort of right-handed, so I just sort of turn it upside down and sort of color it that way. So if you are a scan and cut user and you already can cut out your stamped images, you can get this whole starter kit for $99. Then right away you'll be part of my team. You get to join in my team challenges. I have 4 going on this month. My team wins prizes. When we have prize drawings at the beginning of the next month for all the team challenges. Okay, that's one benefit. You're part of my team, the Papered Chefs, and you're part of another team called the Beehive, which is run by my upline. We're both very active teams. Both of us, myself and my upline, are both striving to make this a full-time. I'm almost there, trying to be a full-time crafter. She's right there, about to have a baby and about to be a full-time crafter. She's right on the edge of being a full-time crafter. And so we both support you. We both support you in many ways. Okay, that's super cute. And then you can do this to your little treat. I'm just showing you that was the Highland Heather. You can put that on your treat. All right, quickly, just so I didn't forget anything. All right, so starter kit special, Stampin' Fun for everyone. I'm just going to go through my list. I want to highlight a special $99 offer, January 3rd to March 31st. Okay, I've talked about that. You choose $125 worth of items. It's $99. By the way, this is just the U.S. only, United States only. You get free shipping. So that's all you're paying. No hidden costs, except for tax. You're getting, you just have to pay tax. You can order from anything you want in your starter kit from the annual catalog or spring mini catalog. You get the free mini cutter. You get the free pack of Designer Series paper sampler. You select a free stamp set of your choice from either catalog. You receive catalogs and business materials from Stampin' Up, a free pass paper pumpkin kit, 20 to 25% off future purchases. I'm up to 25% off. Once you become Bronze Elite, you get 25% off. You become a member of my team, the Papered Chefs and the Beehive. We have monthly team challenges. You get random happy mail from me, including welcome happy mail and just different things like that. Ongoing training, updates, and support. I have trainings on my website we have Facebook Lives every week. Okay, so there's my website. There's my email. So if you want to join my team before March 31st, just go to my website and that's how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this sample starter kit. And for those of you that are already Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, please chime in the comments about some other benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator I may not have already covered, and maybe help some of my viewers by answering some questions they might have about being a demonstrator, because I might not have covered everything that there is to cover. But that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Hope to see you on my team. Thank you.